Thanara was born a member of the Skull Smasher clan. Her father was weak and only made it to being a runner, a class in the Orc army to stop enemy cavalry with their most likely dead bodies. Not being attractive, a good warrior, or a useful breeding individual, her mother was labeled a collector, the class that gathers food for the warriors and cleans up the battlegrounds after wars. Thanara was the only child she bore. Her father perished in a raid by a company from the Black Continent. Her mother was killed by Harg, the Hammerer, whose rage at her inability to bear him a child got the better of him. He smashed her head with his gigantic hammer. The orphan ran away, and while the clan has always captured and enslaved stray children, Thanara got into the forge. Females were forbidden to use any tool in the forge. Their tasks were the carrying of iron or unusable weapons, feeding the flames, cleaning, serving the weaponers, or anything considered inferior for other orcs. Thanara was blessed with a powerful frame, and her routine of heavy lifting strengthened it further. It was not her warrior's build, however, but her eye for weaponry that brought her to the weapon master's attention. From then on, the weapon master trained her both in forge and fighting skills secretly at night. Despite being clumsy in the beginning, Thanara was well on course to exceed the weapon master's every expectation with her training over the years. However, Harg and his band found her practicing in secret. This enraged the Hammerer, and he went berserk. He wanted to kill her to erase the last remnant of his memories of Thanara's mother, though he very soon found out how times had changed and how the tables had turned. Thanara proved much stronger an adversary than he could imagine. She dealt with the first two orcs so swiftly that they lay dead before they could even blink. Just then, the weapon master joined Thanara. He fought valiantly, but the years had left him behind. In dealing with two of the orcs, he met his end. It was then that the tribe guard appeared, but he was too late to prevent Thanara from giving Harg a taste of his own medicine, as she bashed his skull just like he killed her mother. The tribe guard had her carried to the chieftain, who did not kill her if only out of his respect for the weapon master. Instead, he offered Thanara the ancient tradition of the outcast, the sprint. She was to run, unarmed, for her life to the border, with the clan chasing her like a pack of wolves. Her pursuers were motivated by the clan's tradition of having the killer's name remembered in songs. Thanara was only the second in the clan's history to survive the sprint, leaving behind a trail of dead orcs. However, it didn't much help her situation. After leaving the Bone Ridge, she entered enemy territory. For days, she hid in the land of the Stormadors, but the warriors found her eventually. She was sure it was her end, and so it would have been, but for Ogard, their old shaman. He smashed the chests of the two resisting warriors with his mace, while casting a spell on a third, causing his eyes and his tongue to fall out, with blood leaking through all his pores. The orcs had no idea that Ogard had kept an eye on Thanara since she crossed the territory border. Despite conflicts with his clan, the old shaman took Thanara under his wing. He was to make her the hero of the Round Alliance, as she is known today, the one who laid waste to the demon hordes.